some labeling. Have to do very common stuff, like Chris said. These are the things we're seeing every single week. These aren't the far out or the really awe-inspiring issues or deficiencies. Many times I get arguments from installers saying handwriting is allowed. NEC 11021B says handwritten labels shall not be allowed unless subject to change, and these labels should not be subject to change based on the system sizes and so forth. So another one of the labeling deficiencies we see often is labeling is present, but the values are not filled out or are incorrect. So I get into that a little bit more with the photos, but oftentimes, people call out on 690.54, the label that you'll see in that photo to the left on the AC disconnect, the bladed disconnect below the meter. Has got no values put in there, and it's supposed to represent system operating values. Oftentimes, people will show that either as the overcurrent protection size, so like a 30 amp or 35 amp, and not the actual system current, or just blatantly miss it altogether. Sometimes they'll record that with the DC values, even though it's an AC label on the AC side of the system. So that ends up being an issue actually more often than we'd like to see. In almost every case, that 690.53 label is handwritten. And it generally works out all right, but what you end up having an issue with, like with this inverter mounted in the sunlight, that label and that handwriting now are exposed to very different, atmospheric, I guess, changes that you wouldn't get in a basement or a protected environment. Label delaminating, and on this particular one, the label